Water signs, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Gem, aka Gem the Butterfly, and I am here with your weekly Taroscope reading, your GemCast for the week of May the 29th, going into, I guess, this is the first week of June. All right, guys, let's see what we have. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments. I missed you guys too. This will be a general reading for all of my people who have a water sign as their sun, moon, or their rising sign for essentially the first week of June. I already shuffled the deck, have not looked at them. We'll look at them together. Let's see what we have. General energy. Seven of Swords. Come clean. How many of y'all remember that there was a rapper by the name of J. Rue the Damager? Anyway, um, beginning of the week, Two of Pentacles. Middle of the week, oh, big decisions coming up. Eight of Cups. End of the week, Two of Swords. Nope, Two of Wands. In the reverse, you guys have two twos in there. I feel like some of you are really struggling to find balance right now with the Seven of Swords here in the reverse during this week. I feel like you're really trying to do things the right way. You're not trying to resort to manipulative tactics. You're trying to be upfront and honest about your moves right now. I feel like you're trying not to do things with a malicious intent. Okay. Um, it really reigns to be like you're really trying to be fair. Whatever the situation is, like you're really trying to be fair. I feel like for some of you though, like you really could get away with it if you wanted to, but you're not trying to be that way. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that you could, because I do feel like you could. However, you're really trying, you're really trying to do things the right way. Okay. And this could be, some of you are maybe dealing in a third party situation because you have these two cards here, these two pentacles and the two of wands here. I feel like this, okay, this is a general reading, guys, so this may or may not apply to you, but I feel like for some of you who this does apply to, you are dealing with two people and you really like two people. Like you equally like two people, and it's getting to a point like maybe at one point in time one was a little bit more serious than the other, one maybe wasn't, but they have actually, you've been talking to these two people, actively dating. I don't know if whether it doesn't feel like anything is being deceptive, but it's also it does feel like it's time now to make a decision, because I feel like you're getting serious with two people, and like from here on out that you cannot continue. You're ready. I feel like you're ready to be exclusive with a particular person. Okay. Which that you have to leave the other person, that especially if you're not in, you and the other person not into like a poly relationship. Nobody's into that. This feels a little, feels this feels monogamous. So in this situation, so for the water sign that I'm talking to, you're feeling as if you need to make a decision so you could be with one person. You want to be exclusive with one person. I feel like you're having some. You don't want to be deceptive about it. You don't want to. You don't want no cheater situation. Excuse me, y'all, and get some drink. You don't want a cheater type situation. You want nobody to try to bust you because you equally, genuinely like these two people. However, you know that it's time to make a decision. You're having a hard time making a decision. I feel like you're starting at the beginning of the week trying to weigh up your pros and cons. If it's not two people, I feel like some of you may be trying to decide. You have two cities that you're wanting to move to, and you're really trying to weigh up the options between these two locations, and you're looking at it from a very practical view, like what you can and cannot do, realistically. And the same thing goes for for those who are dealing with two people. You're looking at this thing very practically. You're looking at it from the long term, because I feel like whichever direction you're moving into, in whichever situation this applies to you, you're intending to be there for a while. Hence, you have the pentacles. Okay, so you're wanting to make sure that you make the right decision, the one that's going to be for you. I feel like a lot of you, what you may end up doing is going with the one that feels right, as opposed to one may feel more right than the other. And I say that because I see this full moon here in the dolphin. Those two are very intuitive type symbols for me. And you're not trying to be rushed about it either. I don't know what that is. Get that off of mine. You're not trying to rush the decision, but you're realizing that you do need to look at it with some clear eyes. I do feel like I said, that you're going to probably pick the one. Both of these, what I keep feeling is like both of these situations, options. I'm gonna say options. Both of these options feel very good. Okay, I feel like both feel very promising. Although I feel like there is one that has more of an intuitive, it just one feels a little better to you than the other one. Okay? They equally feel good, but one just feels a little bit better than the other one. Okay? And I feel like for a lot of you that you may be moving towards the one that feels better for you. You're not, and it may not be that. I feel like one thing looks better on paper, one thing feels good, but they both are good. Okay. But you're going to move towards the one that has, it's captured your feelings. Okay. And again, here's that moon. You're going to make a decision by the middle of the week. Okay. Of which way you're wanting to go. Now, what I will tell you is that by the end of the week, some things may halt. Your plans may halt. Five of Wands, Six of Swords in reverse. Interesting. I feel like there may be some new information that you may be finding out about a particular person. Or one of these options, something is like it feels like you're moving in. Once you make your decision, you start to move, then you're gonna find something out, okay? That's gonna make you be like, maybe I need to go back to the drawing board. Okay. So I don't see you making a decision this week per se, but I do feel like you're going to be starting the process. It feels like just to recap, like just as you make that decision, something kind of brings you back to like, yeah, maybe not. Okay. So before you decide on any particular person, please decide on what you want. Um, what do you want, what do you have to offer, what are your intentions at this point in time, whether this is like a move or you're dealing with two people. um I guess the why factor is really popping into my mind, like why are you really trying to do this, and I guess maybe so even more so, why are you deciding to do it now? Because it's still, I feel like things are still up in the air. The only thing is that feels solid is that you know that you're going to have to make a decision soon. But again, like I said, I don't really feel like you're going to make a decision, at least not this week. The process is starting. Um, I'm going to say that the process is starting. So maybe for some of you, you now need to see. You may be looking at these two options from different eyes now. Once you kind of got it in your head, like I'm gonna start looking at it this way, you're gonna start to look for any reasons that will make you not choose that particular choice. But there's some type of conflict. I want to get one more card. Ooh. Um, you have the Ace of Cups here and the Ten of Wands here. Both of these cards are in reverse. So I'm wondering for some of you, once you once you kind of narrow it down to which one, there may be, like again I said, there may be something that you see that you may not like, or maybe someone could actually turn you down. This could even be two job offers, whatever this is, but it something kind of takes you back to a starting point again by the end of the week. So if you're feeling a lot of pressure to make a decision this week, don't make a decision. And maybe that's why I say you could at the beginning, like you can kind of get away with it right now because it still feels like you have a little bit of time to make a decision. Okay. So, but if you have made a decision this week, don't be afraid to put that out there because I feel like you need to see the reaction that you're going to get from a particular person, because it's all going to be about the process of elimination at this point by the end of the week. All right, guys. All right. All right. I love you, and I will see you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye.